Is avocado toast the villain everybody's making it out to be, or nah? If you don't get the avocado toast reference, it's a nod to a popular concept in personal finance where people are advised to give up their small luxuries that make them happy and then take that money and redirect it to pay off debt or to save for a home or whatever the financial goal is. An unpopular opinion, but I don't subscribe to that channel. Sorry. Now, before we get too deep in it, let me clear some stuff up. I'm not saying that that won't work, right? Not spending money on one thing frees up money for something else. What I am saying is, I personally do not believe that I need to give up all the things that make me happy. There's a world where I can do some of the things that make me happy and also achieve my financial goals. Let's get into it. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Markia, aka the Money Plug, aka your financial counselor's favorite financial counselor. And if you're somebody who wants to hit your financial goals, but also want to keep your avocado toast, then I want to introduce you to something known as value-based spending. Now, I'm not really into avocado toast, but I love a good seafood boil. If I'm having a good day, I'm gonna celebrate with a seafood boil. If I'm having a bad day, I think a seafood boil might cheer me up. So I've always hated the discourse around giving up the avocado toast in order to accomplish a financial goal. Like, why should I have to give up the things that make me happy because I'm broke? I'm already broke. You want me to be broke and miserable? No. Now, all of this is assuming that you're already making enough money to make ends meet. So if you're not making enough money, then this isn't something that you should try. I just feel like broke people can have shit. And if I want my seafood bowl, I should be able to have my seafood bowl by planning properly. And that's where value-based spending comes in. Value-based spending means prioritizing the things that mean something to you. So for me, that's my seafood bowls. And it's subjective. So whatever I place value on doesn't necessarily mean you have to place value on it, and vice versa. We can agree to disagree and walk away. Here's what I did to implement value-based spending into my budget. Step number one, I tracked my expenses. You really need to know where your money is going every month. Now, if you're not looking to start a tracker, what you could do is, if you have e-statements, you can log on to your bank customer portal, or if they mail them to your home, you can look for your last 2 monthly statements for your checking account that you primarily use. If you have multiple, you can pull all of them. These monthly statements show all the transactions within a specific time period. So looking at them will give me a good understanding of my spending habits. So I wanted to jump in right quick to break something down about tracking your expenses. One of the biggest pros to tracking your expenses is that it allows you to catch those microtransactions that you probably don't even remember you made. Sometimes it's like a concession stand here if you're at an event, or it's a vending machine there, but it's these onesie twosie transactions that you don't really account for mentally, which is why I always suggest writing down your transactions or using an app to track your spending in each category. What that then allows you to do is you identify those things that you spent your money on that you do not want to spend your money on in the future, and you can X those out of your financial habits, which then leaves you more money for the things that you value or to put towards your goal, whatever that may be. Step number two, I categorized my spending. I'm a visual learner, so I used 3 different color highlighters, and I went through my monthly statements and split my transactions up into 3 different categories. It was things that I need, things that I value, and then savings. So for savings, I used to have a subscription for an app that used to kind of like learn my spending habits and then pull money out when I wasn't really paying attention that I wouldn't really miss. And it would put it to the side for me to save for later. But I wanted to cut the subscription. So it was a lot cheaper for me to just learn that habit myself. So that's what I mean by savings. There's these micro transactions that I'll send money to my savings account, and I highlight those in yellow. Things I need are things that I consider a necessity. And again, this is subjective, so your list might not match mine. For me, this is stuff like rent, utilities, my car payments, my car insurance, things I absolutely positively have to pay to keep my credit where it's at. So that includes minimum debt payments and things like that. Things I value are things that I don't necessarily need, but I don't want to go without them if I don't have to. For me, that's my nails, that's my seafood bowl, that's me going skating every week. These are things that make me happy and I want to keep them in my life. Next, what I typically do is build my budget. I'm a fan of zero-based budgeting, and I put things on the budget based on the categories that I did. So first, I do things I need, right? These are my necessities, my non-negotiables. Next, I put saving, because I'm a real big fan of paying yourself first. And last, I'll add in those things that I want to do throughout the month, the experiences, or eating out, or ordering my seafood bowl, or maybe I want to get an extra skating session in this month, things like that. Now, if I have any money left over, I typically transfer it to savings like the day before I get paid again, so that I'm starting with a clean slate. I want to jump in again right here. Now remember, everybody's financial goals are different because we all place value on different things. So even though my goal is to save more money by the end of the year, which is why I transferred all of my extra money into my savings, if your financial goal is to invest more or to pay down debt, then that's what you would redirect those additional funds towards. You don't have to throw it into your savings. That's just what supports my goal. So, what do you think? Are you team give up all the things, or are you team treat yourself? Let me know in the comments below.